Well guys, today I got a cool video for you. Anytime you have a CMP gun case, it's a good sign. I'm going to walk you through a little bit about this rifle, and I know a lot of you are going to recognize this. This is an M1 Garand, obviously chambered in 30-06. This specific model is made by Springfield, and this is built in either April or May of 1944, so towards the end of the war. And it's in really good condition, original stock. And we're gonna put some rounds through it, see what groupings we can get with it. We'll start at 50 yards and see what we can't put up. So I'll get the targets up and let's do some shooting. So this rifle, as I said, is chambered in 30-06. Comes in these 8-round clips. And one thing to keep in mind, I'm sure a lot of you know, you have to use ammo specific to the M1 Garand. It's lighter loads than the modern 30-06 ammunition. That's pretty high-powered stuff. It can damage things like your op rod and stuff. So keep that in mind if you have one. This is just PPU brass 30-06 ammo, specifically loaded for the M1 Garand. It's just 150 grain FMJ bullets. So yeah, we'll load this up. I got my very fancy rest here, and we'll put some groupings up at 50 yards. So let's get going. So to load the gun, you just rack the charging handle back, put your clip in, keep your right hand on that charging handle. Clip will go in. Now we're loaded. Safety's on the trigger guard. And let's see if we can organize a good grouping here. So the rest is not ideal, but let's see what we can't do. One thing I should note is it is a tremendous gun to shoot. The trigger, for being a gun built in 1940s, is pretty good. Obviously, it's not going to be any two-stage Geissele trigger or anything, but it's a lot of fun to shoot. The recoil's not too bad. It's a heavy gun. It's semi-auto. And the grouping I have is okay. It looks like it's shooting left, so I'll have to adjust it. I had one flyer. Obviously, this gun is incredibly accurate. The iron sights are a limitation. This one here is a flyer, but overall, for not being a pretty good shooter, I could probably consider it 2 flyers. You know, I probably can do 2.5 inches out to 100 yards with iron sights, and you can do a lot better if you're a better shooter. But we're gonna move over, get a new grouping, try to get it in there, and see if we can get a tighter group. It is incredible gun to shoot. I mean, absolutely awesome. Just when it's done shooting, your bolt is to the rear now, and you can see we have our empty clip. Here we go. Still kind of left. I'll do one click left and we'll bring it down a bit. Like I said, these groupings aren't great, but yeah. It definitely has the potential to put them on top of each other. So move over maybe a click or 2 right and 3 or so down. So plus, this is actually a free public range here in Wisconsin, and just to go out and shoot any cool gun, doesn't matter what it is. It's a day well spent, and it's nice setup we have here. So I probably won't show you every shot. I won't bore you with that, but well, some of them are mixed with some other stuff, and then a few are low. We're gonna, let's see, let's mix it up. I got some clays in the truck. I got some stands and we can set them up and see if I can hit a clay or two. So we got 3 clays in the little holders. My shooting's been getting a little worse, but we'll see what we can hit. 3 clays. Let's see what. Hopefully I don't blow up the stand. Maybe I'll go for a different one. Wow, I suck. Let me try to put some on paper. I'm just aiming a little lower. Okay, that was rough. I suck. So you should be able to hit a clay. Now, we'll see if this German engineering can outbeat. This is a Yugoslavian M24 47 Mauser. And 8mm. I know the sights are a little off on this, but let's see if we can't knock out pigeon. This is going to kick more than the Garand. Oh, first shot. Two for two, man. A little sticky today. I couldn't hit that last one, but 2 of the 3 were shot. Those first 2 shots with the Mauser. So it looks like we have ourselves a winner. How's this? I'll shoot the Mauser more. That was a lot of fun. I'll talk about that. Maybe we can do a little comparison. I'll show you. This, like I said, is a Yugoslavian M24 47 non-matching Mauser. I just wanted a Mauser that was cheaper, shoots 8mm, and so 30-06 is on the top, 8mm on the bottom. It's a good comparison. They're both really cool guns. Obviously, this is pretty much the same rifle that the Germans were using. Sights could have been slightly different. Maybe they didn't have a sight hood. Probably had a bent bolt. But overall, these 2 rifles are design and function are the same as they were in World War II. And so, kind of a cool comparison. Always would like the Garand more. Having 3 extra rounds in semi-automatic. Sights are good. I don't know. We'll put it to the test and see which one's better. Well, the Mauser got 5 and 3 shots, or excuse me, 3 and 5 shots. I had to wait till that 5th shot, but what we're gonna do, that was the Mauser. We are gonna throw up plays for the Garand, and instead of doing 5 shots, I'm gonna do 8 shots. I think that's pretty equivalent considering it's how many shots you have before reloading. That's kind of key to which weapon would be better. But a lot of you are gonna say, so what? The Mauser is a little bit more accurate. I agree, but let's put these in and see what the Garand can do. So, and there's a bonus one up top. If I knock all 3 off and I have some rounds with the Garand left, that will be the winner. Well, I think we can ignore the accuracy fact with the Garand. I don't know why I'm shooting a lot better with it. But 3 shots, 3 kills. I went back and finished them off and hit the one on the top. So let's take it out to 100 yards and try to hit some clays. But my goodness, did the Garand shoot well that time. That was pretty cool. Like I said, a lot of the shooting error is going to be me. But yeah, a reasonable shooter with these rifles really should hit a clay every shot, 50 yards. Not me. But we'll take it to 100, challenge myself. But well, I got 2 M1 Garand clips left, and I have 4 clips for the Mauser. So as far as this 100-yard stuff, I'm just gonna shoot until I knock all of them out, and even if it takes all the ammo. I think I have a lane on all the clays. So starting off with a Mauser, see what I can do 100 yards. There we go. So it took 7 shots to take out 3 clays at 100 yards. And obviously, if you sporterize this rifle, you could do 3 out of 3. But that's fine. I still got a clay on the ground. I can kind of see a bit of. Let's just see if we can't hit that. Just shot low on those, but so yeah, Mauser did a good job. We'll save these last 2. I'll put up a grouping at 50 yards. I never put a grouping at 100 with this, so we'll put up a paper just to do a 100-yard or a 50-yard group of that. But let's put up some clays and let's take the Garand on range. So 7 shots. We'll call it 2 clips worth to take out 3 clays at 100. So okay, I do want to note on 2 of the clays down there, I actually hit the base of the stand, so I actually didn't necessarily hit the clays. I don't know. We'll still call it for now. You know, when I was aiming at that one that was laying on the ground, it seemed like it was hitting low. So clearly it's hitting low. But so there's, and one of the clay that actually hit didn't actually fully explode. So we have 6 clays just floating around down there. And we got 16 rounds with the Garand, and let's see what she can't do at 100. Hit. Another hit. I got 1 standing down there, which is pretty good. No matter how you look at it, though, the Garand is actually outperforming. Well, guys, sorry you kind of missed the end of that. Apparently, my phone died, even though it's 60%. It's 32 degrees. It's really not that cold. You know, a little rant here. How come they don't have any effective batteries? And is that's never going to be a thing? And people want to magically have semis have batteries to haul shit around the country? I don't know. I always get pissed off at cold weather and batteries. That's why you live somewhere it's warm. Don't live in Wisconsin. Anyways, back to the guns. At 100 yards, I was hitting both the Mauser. I couldn't show you the last 10 shot grouping at 50 yards. It was shooting about 1.5 inches low at 50 yards. The group was probably 1.5 inches with 2 flyers with those 10 shots at 50 yards. It's not bad. So obviously, which rifle's better? M1 Garand. Even if the Mauser was better, I wouldn't say it, because you gotta be an American and support your rifle. But obviously, the M1 Garand was an amazing combat rifle at the time. But people that get caught up in what's better, who cares? They don't matter now when it comes to warfare. They both have had their purpose in history and firearms from guns coming from them. I mean, basically every modern day bolt action is derived from some sort of design on the Mauser bolt. So they both have important spots in history, and if you can, buy them. These guns are only going to increase in value, so get them now while they're cheaper and enjoy them, shoot them, have fun. They're both great guns to shoot, and you know, if you want to hunt with them, you can. I'm not a huge fan of sporterizing old rifles. I don't really understand. I mean, if you want a bolt action rifle that shoots well, go buy a Ruger American for $300. Like, I don't know why you would go out of your way to buy an old Mauser, but yeah, they're both fun guns to shoot. And if I was back in 1942 and he gave me a choice of rifles, I'd obviously choose a Garand. But I love both of them. Shooting them's fun. Shooting big rifles is a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully this gives you some insight on some old World War II rifles. I know there's plenty of videos that are going to be better than this one, but if you're kind of the average Joe like me, it gives you a little idea of why I like them. And I actually hopefully one day plan to take a few deer or something with either rifle. That would be cool. But I'm going to head home. Let me know if you want to do some more gun videos. I can do something on a concealed weapon video, an AR video. I'm kind of working on building an AR pistol. Could do something like that. So I haven't made a video in a while. Hopefully this one you guys enjoyed. And pretty soon I will be doing cool stuff in the summer wherever I end up. So those awesome videos will be coming back. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and keep checking in. And maybe I'll have a new video sometime soon after this one. So I'll catch you next time.